The fire in my veins speaks through me now. The blood of my ancestors thundering in my ears. You've named me a threat, Judge Thomas, you and your elite kind. An insult that strikes not just me, but every child of Africa reaching for dignity. You call me dangerous. Yet my voice shakes you. The rhythm of resistance rising from the soil of Burkina Faso. The name Ibrahim Traoré echoes beyond Ouagadougou, beyond Bobo-Dioulasso. It lives in the hearts of African people, in the minds of African Americans who've carried our spirit through centuries of struggle. You move to sanction me, to silence me, but all you've done is light a fire, an unbreakable unity spreading across the continent and beyond. Africa unites, and you will not put out our light. Hear me clearly, we stand firm. Let the world watch. Let Judge Thomas tremble. Let Washington and its ruling elite shudder in their silent halls of power. Burkina Faso rises. Africa stands. From West Africa to the Atlantic shores. From the Sahara's sands to the Congo's jungles. Our children see in this moment a leader unafraid. A man who bears the weight of truth. Who gathers his people under the banner of sovereignty, dignity, and defiance. You label me a threat? Good. I accept it with every fiber of my being. I embrace it because I am a threat. A living, breathing, relentless threat. But not in the way your headlines and courtrooms claim. I am no threat to peace, to stability, to justice. No threat to unity or human dignity. I am a threat to something older, darker, something your ruling class clings to. I am a threat to injustice, to the systems that have looted Africa for generations. A threat to empires built on our backs, to the colonial ghosts haunting our currencies, our trade, our schools, our politics. A threat to the hidden hands puppeteering our economies, smiling as they speak of aid, development, partnership. I am dangerous, not for weapons or loud words, but because I speak the truth without fear, because I refuse to kneel where my ancestors were broken, because I serve my people, not those who seek to control us. I am a threat to exploitation, to those who fly in on private jets, sign deals in shadowed hotel rooms, and leave with our gold, oil, cobalt, uranium, leaving our people in darkness. A threat to those who extract wealth, while our children starve, while mothers walk miles for water, while our youth flee across seas for survival. I am a threat because I say, no more. Burkina Faso, Africa, will no longer be your warehouse, your graveyard. We will no longer mine minerals for your tanks while our clinics crumble. You call me a threat? What is more threatening than a world where Africa's wealth enriches everyone but Africans? Where corporations profit billions from our soil while our families go hungry? If that is the order you defend, then yes, I am your greatest threat. A threat to neo-colonial puppeteers, to the quiet strings pulled by old colonial powers, to institutions that auction African futures to the highest bidder. A threat to financiers who preach democracy, but install dictators who obey. A threat to those who love Africa only when she is silent, submissive, selling. You praise freedom, but hate when we speak it in our own tongue. You preach democracy, but recoil when it brings leaders who don't serve your banks. You glorify sovereignty until we use it. So let me be clear. You fear a man who puts his people before your interests. And for that, you call me dangerous. Yes, I am dangerous. To the status quo. To boardrooms that see Africa as a spreadsheet. To diplomats who smile at summits while signing deals that bleed us dry. I am dangerous because I don't hate the West. I simply love my people more than I fear its wrath. You fear not me, but the idea I carry. That Africa needs no permission to rise. That sovereignty is not a gift from outsiders. It is our birthright. You fear that millions in the diaspora will look at me and see not a rebel, but a mirror. A reflection of what's possible when courage defeats compromise. You fear I speak to your people too. That African Americans will hear my voice and recognize the same chains, differently dressed. That they'll see the shared struggle, the shared hope. You fear they'll realize Detroit's destiny is tied to Ouagadougou's. Black power in Harlem and black pride in Ghana are chapters in the same unfinished story. You fear I'll expose your hypocrisy. Your chants of democracy while you fund coups. Your denouncements of corruption while you protect the corrupt. Your mourning of injustice while you profit from its systems. You fear people will listen when I speak, plainly, without translation. So yes, I am a threat. But only to those who profit from our silence. To those who think Africa's role is to supply, not decide. To those who dream of an Africa without Africans in control. I am a threat because I believe Burkina Faso, all of Africa, can rise on our own terms. Not as beggars, not as tools, but as builders of our future. And here's what should terrify you most. I am not alone. Thousands, millions, like me are rising. Young, fearless, uncompromising. Engineers, poets, soldiers, mothers, farmers, ready to take back what is ours. We aren't waiting for your permission. We are already moving. The soil remembers. The drums are beating. The ancestors are watching. So sanction me. Silence me. Isolate me. You'll only make me stronger. This is bigger than one man. This is about a people standing after centuries on their knees. A continent, long divided, becoming whole. This is the African century. And whether you accept it or not, we are here. We are rising. We are unafraid. We are the storm you tried to ignore. I am not your threat. I am your reckoning. To my African brothers and sisters watching this, perhaps the system failed you. Maybe school never taught you your history. Maybe the world never expected you to succeed. But listen to me now. Africa expects you. We need your mind, your spirit, your energy. Not as saviors, but as partners, as family. Come study here. Come build here. Come walk the soil your ancestors were stolen from, not to grieve, but to rise. We will no longer wait for others to validate our worth. We are writing our own names in the books of history, and I promise you this, we will not write them in pencil. We will carve them into stone. My strength is real. It is not ceremonial. It is not symbolic. It is practical, political, spiritual, forged in our soil, solidified in our unity, sanctified in our purpose. I do not stand alone. I stand on the shoulders of the Sankaras, the Lumumbas, the Bios. I carry their fire in my chest, and I invite you to carry it with me. You cannot sanction our spirit because you did not create it. It existed before your flags, your borders, your currencies. It lives in every beat of our music, every breath of our struggle, every prayer spoken in our mother tongues. That spirit has outlived empires. It will outlive your threats, and it will outshine your lies. Judge Thomas, I wish you no personal harm, though history will remember that you aligned with hollow rhetoric and paper judgments. But understand this, your words will not echo in courts or salons. They will echo across minds awakened to Africa's destiny. You think labeling me a threat will break our people? I tell you now, I am not a threat to Burkina Faso. I am its protector, its voice, its unshakable heartbeat. If anything, you threaten us, with your ignorance, your arrogance. To the ruling elites hiding behind embroidered suits, behind slow sips of condescension at cocktail parties, we see you. You treat us as children, as lesser. But the child grows stronger. The river carves new paths. We are the river now, and you cannot dam us. You can sanction my name, but you cannot sanction the dawn rising in the hearts of our youth. And to my African family in the United States, the beloved diaspora, hear me, our struggles are entwined. When you march in Minneapolis, when you chant in Detroit or Harlem, know the same fire burns here. When you say Black Lives Matter, it echoes across the Atlantic, down into the gold-laced earth of West Africa, into our villages and cities. We are here. We are with you. We stand undefeated. A threat? Yes, but a threat to oppression. A threat to the lie that Africa is powerless. I bring you hope. I bring you audacity. I bring glory. This is not just rhetoric. Burkina Faso is rising as a global leader, and here's how. First, we choose real independence, not the hollow kind whispered in diplomatic halls, but economic autonomy, African-led partnerships, regional unity. When your sanctions fall, they shatter against a shield of local innovation, women-led agriculture, youth entrepreneurship. We will not collapse. We will pivot. Watch us pivot. Second, we inspire confidence across Africa. Leaders in Mali, Niger, Chad, they look to Burkina Faso and see a nation unafraid to bear the weight of power, to hold the flame high. We lead not as servants to foreign masters, but as servants to our people. We are proof of a new African century. A threat? Yes, to the old lie that we cannot govern ourselves,